What's up, guys? I'm gonna give you some time to come join me for Monday Night Nitro. We're about to have fun. A lot of stuff is gonna happen. I already see a couple people here in the stream with me. What's up, Tronax? What's up, Brew Meme? I'm gonna put hi to all of you guys over there. I'm gonna give you some time to come join me for Monday Night. Okay. We got RC Voodoo here in the house. What's up, man? What's up? This is going to be fairly interesting. So I think I'm going to be doing what I'd like to call Monday Night Nitro. Now, yes, it's true. The NWO on this channel, it might stand for Nitro World Order. But this was also a wrestling group a couple years ago. We got some people here I recognize in the stream. KGM, what's up, man? I'm glad to see you here. Paul Poach, what's going on? He's one of the king of used Nitro motors. He buys a lot of Nitro motors and he gets lucky with those serial motors. Okay, we got so far about 19 people. I'm gonna wait till a couple more show up. Then we're gonna talk about a little bit of Monday Night Nitro, you know? You guys noticed there's a really cool motorcycle here. Now, I know you saw the title to this video. This is highly collectible, highly rare. It's on loan to my channel from a person you guys will see in a future video, Ben. I appreciate it so much. I hope he tunes into this stream. It's going to be fairly interesting. So far we're reaching almost about 25 here soon. Hopefully we get to about like 100, you know? We'll see how it goes. Let me read some of your guys' statements here. T-Maxx from Alan Sanchez. That's right, bro. This is my damaged T-Maxx. You see what's going on here? Yeah, the entire rear suspension's fairly busted. We'll talk about this later. The crash was actually on video. The video came out this weekend, so go watch it. It was me versus an x-maxx. What else we got going on? Someone is asking, Miguel Gonzalez is saying, what Nitro RC do you recommend, bro? Under 500 bucks. Well, I'm going to be telling you an RC that I just purchased. I'm doing a video on it right now, but luckily for us, HPI is back. I highly recommend you either get the HPI 4.6 Struggy, which I just purchased. It will be in the mail soon, or the HPI Bullet ST. Now, of course, you can get pretty much any Traxxas for under 500 bucks. I would recommend that. Personally, I would just get anything that you can get parts for, because when you're a newcomer to the Nitro scene, you want to make sure there's good parts availability. My boy Benjamin Martinez is here. What's up, man? How you like the motorcycle? Looks pretty good up here, right? We're going to cover it in a little bit. I'm just going to wait for a couple more people here to drop in. We got Snoopy's RC. What's up? Nick Reed. Dude, you rock. Yeah. Twin Turbo Tony 93, Monday Night Raw Nitro. You got the point, bro. You got the point. Right here. Well, can't really show it, but basically you understand. NWO, baby. Nitro World Order. Okay. Not the Hulk Hogan team. Just the Nitrogang. Okay. We got a couple more cracked 3D RC right here. Nitrogang boss. Guys, I haven't done a live video in quite some time. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. This is a Monday, so I really don't release any videos Monday. I tend to have like a schedule. It's just easier for me with, you know, my main sponsor, also known as my day job. That's my sponsor, guys. No joke. Today, just before I started getting ready for this video, I got the newest radio control car action magazine in the mail. And I already flipped through it. The cover's pretty good looking. It's this new, you know, electric Fortec from Traxxas they're making. I know a lot of you guys love this. It's a pretty cool looking cover. I'm not going to deny that. But I've already flipped through all of it. And I'll probably do a video on this if I feel like it. I don't know. I'm not going to really spend too much time on it right now. Once again, there's not a single gas or nitro in here. It is purely all 100% electric. Once again, as always. And guys, just so you know, this may be a very cool looking Traxxas body, you know, the Corvette, a lot of details. but they're sold as RTRs with brushed motors. Okay, so if you want this thing to actually move, you have to get your own VXL or any other brushless system. So I don't know, guys. Once again, this is a case where like Trax has spent too much money on bodies and basically nothing on any kind of drivetrain, in my opinion. You know, why couldn't they just stick in a basic VXL system into this thing? Well, they didn't want to do it. They just didn't want to do it. Okay, we got, let me read a couple of these comments over here. Monty Monto Sports, very brutal wreck with the T-Maxx and the x-maxx. I know, man, that's right. You know what, before I get into a lot of extra detail, let me just show you the results of the crash. Now, originally, when I, you know, kind of looked it over in the track, it wasn't that bad. Well, here's the final results. It's not that good. Although, surprisingly enough, I'll remove the body in a little bit. I just don't want to do it right now because it's going to be hard for me to kind of move around on this table with the setup. But basically, I'm going to need 2 new suspension arms, RPM. We're going to be getting RPM most likely. I also looked, one of the front suspension arms is also busted on the bottom. You can't really tell, but I have a lot of steering slop. That's because the A-arm is moving around. The wheel axles themselves seem okay. Nothing seems stripped otherwise here. So everything will be reusable. I'll just need some suspension arms. Of course, I lost the springs from the shocks. They seem to have popped out with the shock retainers at the bottom. So that's over. We got right here, 2-speed baby. That's right, 2-speed baby, so to say. Okay, let's put this on the side. All the way here on the, to my right, I think it's your left. Doesn't matter what's left and right. Of course, other than if you're driving, left and right really matters. You can get a ticket. This is the OFNA Twin Titan. So I'll be doing more videos on this. Twin Nitro rated at 5.2 horsepower if you add up the horsepower. You know, if I add up all the speeds from this table, we're going to get a 4-speed from these two. This is just a single speed. Right now, this is just kind of sitting here, but, you know, I'll talk a little bit more about it in detail. Of course, it will have its own video in the future because this deserves many, many videos. It is in very good shape. This is, let me just show you right now for the people that are already here. I appreciate it. You know, you don't want to be late to the Nitrogang party because you might miss a lot of stuff. So I'm going to just show it to you as it is here. This is a vintage Nitro motorcycle. It's a Thunder Tiger Ducati 995R. Very interesting. So the way this generally works is Nitro motorcycles are not very popular because they're expensive generally, and really there was no competition in the segment. Now, a couple years after this, a lot of the electric Duratrax motorcycles became very popular, and they used a gyro for stabilization. This is so old, there's no gyro. There's basically standard like radio gear that you would expect like in any Nitro RC car, which is at least easier to work on in my opinion. The rider figure, you know, it's more or less just for decoration purposes here, right? You can move his waist, you can move his arms, it doesn't really matter. We'll talk about this in a little bit. Just gonna put it back here into its position. There's a lot of interesting details on this Nitro motorcycle. It has a functional rear disc brake, a couple of other features I did notice. It does run. Oh, we got MD Fishman over here. That's Max, guys. Yo, Fast RC. I had to delete Discord yet again. Well, Discord, okay, I don't really know what that is. I basically concentrate on Nitrogang activities and YouTube videos like this. You know, I can't stretch myself too thin. Can't be doing that. We got, let's see, what else we got? Some other comments. RC Show Off says, is that a Nitro motorcycle? That's right. I'm going to show you. Let's see, hopefully you could see here just the engine a little bit with like the fairings still on. If you look through right over here, you could see the cooling head of the Nitro engine. So this came with a what they call a 0.12 Pro engine, which is like a basic 0.12 engine. Hopefully you could see it. Later on, of course, I'll do a better RC investigation on this whole thing. But for now, this is just how it is. Also on the bottom there, you could see the fuel tank. So this has a very unique way of filling the fuel tank. It's not at all what you would expect. You have to actually like use a syringe on top. There's like a fuel filler tube hose in there, but we'll get to this in a little bit. Rear suspension here, the disc brake, right? We have chain drive, just like my Primal MT, baby. That's right. And of course, one of the coolest features, so this is actually rear exhaust. Yeah, this is a dual chamber, well, I don't want to say dual chamber, but twin stinger exhaust, so to say. Let's put the bike back here for a second. Okay, what else we got? Everybody seems to love the Nitro motorcycle. Man, it's cool. Honestly, I'm very grateful to the person that gave it to me, Ben. You guys will see a video later. Him and I met up over the weekend, and we ran a couple of RCs, you know. We each came with about like 3 different ones. I came with like an electric. I'm not going to show video of that because it was pretty bad. I came with a gas one, and I came with a nitro. He came with a couple of gas and a vintage team associated Monster GT. Him and I, you know, we worked on it, tuned the 2-speed. At the end of the day, we were both yelling 2-speed, baby. It happened. It happened. Take my word for it. Okay. Someone's saying, what kind of truck is that? A T-Maxx 3.3? Yes, this is like an old 3.3 T-Maxx. I'll talk about this in a little bit. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come to the channel here and watch this. Okay, personally, you know, coming up with like ideas for videos is always a problem for anyone making content. And like these live videos, I can fit in pretty much anything I want without dedicating like a lot of resources to research. I could just talk about it literally as I'm thinking about it, respond to your comments. So just want you guys to know, I do it for the, where's the end? The Nitro World Order. That's where I do it. That's what I do it for. You gotta, Go Fast RC says, you gotta work on the T-Maxx live. Man, that might happen. I don't know. It might happen. I have to order some parts for the back here first and probably source a couple shock springs, but you know, it'll be back fighting the x-maxx once again. So fine. Let's I think we're at like 66 watching now. You know, those of you that are here, you're here and I appreciate it. So let's talk about what happened here. So the other day, I was running this T-Maxx at the RC track, you know. This is T-Maxx Tony's T-Maxx, so make sure, guys, nobody tell him what happened. He's gonna hurt me. I don't want that guy to hurt me. He's a serious dude. Either way, so this is the end result, right? We have a bunch of missing crap. It's not as bad as it looks. It really is just you know, 2 of the suspension arms, they broke. So if you watch this video, you'll see I was accelerating. I was about to yell 2-speed, baby, but I forgot in this particular instance. I was accelerating, and I shifted into second gear. It was pretty far away from me. It was like all the way at the back of the track. And the x-maxx just came from the back. It didn't press the brake. It just drove right over me from the back. So of course, you know, not only was the rear suspension here already squatting from acceleration alone, but then of course, you know, I don't know how much x-maxx weighs, but with the ADAS lipos it's got, it weighs a lot. So figure whatever it weighs, it's probably triple this. And it drove right over this. There was a couple flips. The x-maxx actually got like a whole bunch of air. So if you haven't seen this video, go watch this video. You'll understand. It's like in the intro, you'll see the crash, and then later on in the video, a couple details about it. We got Mighty Mike 1996. What's in the RJ Speed box? Well, it's what you would expect, bro. It's the RJ Speed Nitro Dragster. It's brand new, still in the shrink wrap. I haven't built it just because a lot of other projects are coming up. You know, sometimes when I accept things from other people to help them fix stuff, a lot of times it's stuff that I wouldn't normally get. And of course, there's always like a level of pressure to return things, to do the videos that I need to do, fix it, give it back. Basically just what happens. And in the end, you know, just my own projects just tend to get sidelined. Currently, I have a lot of projects. People keep asking me for the video on the seized OS 18TZ motor in my Revo, the Survivor Edition. Those of you that know, you know. But once again, that project got sidelined once again. Now I have to repair this T-Maxx. This has to be its own video. You know, am I going to do this whole video? This would honestly take me 15 minutes to do in reality. But for, you know, for all of our purposes in terms of like entertainment, a lot of people run into these basic problems. They're like, what should I upgrade first? The first upgrade I need. And oftentimes I'll say, don't upgrade anything until you break something. In this case, you know, it was like a freak accident. You could tell the suspension arm, it's missing a piece right over here, right? And it's the same with the upper suspension arm. So if you broke it, then upgrade it. That's just the best solution I can give you, unless you like to spend money for no reason. Okay, so that's the T-Maxx. I'll show you inside here. The surprising thing is, after the impact, this thing kept on running. You know, if you watch that video, it didn't shut down, it didn't turn off, it just kept idling perfect. Not overheating, nothing. You know, serious collision with an x-maxx. The ironic part is, if you notice the shocks here, right? Now, I'm missing the retainers on the bottom. The shock shaft itself still moves freely. It's luckily the piston itself isn't damaged. Normally, the Traxxas problems are that the shock caps here pop off. Now, in my case, the actual rod ends on the bottom got separated. I've never seen that happen. You guys see that right here? I've never seen that happen in the impact. It must have been fairly insane. And luckily, I got it on video. But that's the story with this T-Maxx. It's going to be rebuilt. It's going to be made even better. So I have a plan. I've seen other people do it in a couple obscure videos, and some people have told me about it. So this exhaust pipe, you guys see the stinger on this thing? Look at how wide the outer diameter is and how narrow the inner diameter is on the stinger. So I'm just going to drill it out. We're going to make the stinger wider. We're going to flow more, rich nitro fuel out of there. And we're going to yell 2-speed baby even faster this time. So that's my plans for this T-Maxx. You know, I only really upgrade stuff if I have to. Other than that, this thing is a beast. You know, people always ask me, what's the best new nitro to get? And honestly, there's so many variables. Like, I can't give you a direct, easy, straight answer. And sometimes people do. That's just because they haven't really put any thought into their answer. I could say, get a T-Maxx. Why? I have one. I could say, get like a Hobbies. Why? Because it has roots with like off-night. It doesn't matter. I can give you any answer and justify it. The reality is, the best nitro you have will be the one that you could actually run reliably, safely, and extremely rich, so to say. But collectively, I would look for a brand that has a very good and easy parts availability and support. My way of saying, get a Traxxas or get an HPI. Soon, HPI will be back on the market, you know, killing it with the nitros. All right, I'm gonna set this bad boy here to the side. Okay. For those of you that came early, but you know, you're here now, whatever, I just want to point out again the newest issue of Radio Control Car Action magazine. Once again, I looked through it, not a single gas or nitro inside, so that means we're gonna have to burn this sooner or later. You know, they're not gonna get away by putting a cool electric Traxxas, you know, with a Corvette body on the front, because to Nitrogang, how you gonna release a hobby RC magazine like this without a single gas or nitro inside? There just isn't any. Pissed me off pretty good. Okay, next, the one that's been kind of on the side here. This is a pretty popular RC now on my channel, also not mine. This is a member of the Nitrogang, Irfan. What's up, man, when you watch this video, I hope. This is an Offna Twin Titan. Early, I think this is a 2003. I talked a lot about it in other videos. The next video on this thing will be talking about the electronics and both of the motors. So let me remove the body and you guys will understand. So what the specialty, you know, here is. Take a look at this, baby. Take a look at this. Twin nitro motors. 2.26s. That means if you add it up, you get 0.52. That's right. I know how to do math. I was a fairly good student in school. We have dual tanks, dual pipes, dual engines, 8 shocks all around. Although I gotta say the shocks are kind of really small for a chassis like this. But that's not surprising, to be honestly, because the roots of all of these off the monster trucks, they're basically just buggies. So before this, there was the Monster Pirate, the Pirate 10. Basically, they just called things pirates all the time. I don't know. Often had this obsession with like piratism. Nobody knows. Either way, fairly cool. So in the next video, of course, 2-speed baby, and we have helical gears here. So it's extremely rare, insane. This is a special edition model. So based on my research in the previous video, there are only 1,000 of these ever made with probably can't see it, but this chassis here has like an etched Titan on it. So twin Titan. Either way, take my word for it. This thing is like new. Chances are, I think nobody ever really ran these motors. There's no glow plugs in here, so I'm going to have to just source some basic glow plugs. We're going to repair it, turn the electronics on. Of course, I'm going to put in a modern Fly Sky radio, as I always do, into anything that I actually care about. Then we're going to try to fire it up, but of course I'm going to have to, you know, take the cooling heads off. That will be all of its own video. Don't worry. We're not going to take any shortcuts. Guys, I want you to know, I don't take shortcuts with Nitro RCs. It doesn't happen on this channel. Okay. Let's take a look at some of these comments here. Martin Burgess says, how are you with that model? You'll be yelling 4-speed baby. That's actually pretty funny. I think with this thing, I'll have to yell twin motor, 2-speed baby, dual pipes, dual exhaust, very retro, rare, 1000 special edition model. I'm going to have to write it down and memorize it, or else I'm going to be mumbling, just like I did right now. But that's going to be pretty funny. Let's see. We got Charlie Mentionton says, what do you think of the Traxxas Nitro Slash? It's a great RC. I did a video on it I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I actually had it on my channel. I repaired the Nitro Slash for a buddy of mine. It's a great RC, man. It will hit 50 miles per hour with you know, easy parts availability. It's fairly inexpensive. It's a nice, like, larger short course body. Single speed, unfortunately, but, you know, it's reliable. You can't yell 2-speed baby, but at least you could yell Nitro baby if you want to, you know. Maybe I'm going to start doing that sooner or later. Okay, let's see. Grandmaster Yoda says, MGT 8.0 is very cool. Do you think they will make a re-release? Chances are no. No, I highly doubt it. It looks like Team Associated is out of the Nitro hobby completely. There's a lot more money in, like, selling electrics and then, you know, selling people a bunch of diffs constantly after they strip them all. Okay, I'm going to take a minute here to talk about some other stuff. Oh yeah, MD Fishman says, my friend hit 49.9 with his. He's referring to the Nitro Slash. So yeah, those things will hit, you know, 50 miles per hour, basically with like a normal tune and normal fuel. There's no denying that. You're not going to get faster than that. The MGT 8.0 I have when I ran it, and I mean, I'll tell you, like the limit of 8-scale Nitro monster trucks on a safe kind of tune is about 40 miles an hour. They, no matter what, like what anybody tells you, they're going to be about 40 miles an hour if you're lucky. That's just the reality. Even my Savage XL with a 3-speed, I got about 46, but that's a 3-speed and that's a 5.9 motor. So that's like kind of on its own league. And that motor likes to rev. Okay, let's see what we got. Red Rex Blue says, yo, I've got that Ducati in pieces in a box somewhere. Man, this thing is highly collectible. I'm honestly honored to like even have this on my channel. I never thought this would be something I would even have. You know, it's that rare and retro. Generally, when I buy RCs for me, my goal is to like run them, you know, once in a while, like basically at least once every half a year, because you want to make sure the motor's not seized, stuff like that. A lot of people tend to be really kind of interested in how often should you put after run oil into them. Every single run they put the after run and they remove that glow plug, they remove that air filter. What they don't realize is the risk of getting dirt inside the motor by removing the glow plug or the air filter, the risk is substantially more than, you know, maybe a little bit of seizing over a couple months of, you know, not running. But once that motor starts and fires right up, it'll be fine. So, you know, I don't want to say don't use after run oil, but if you're not going to run for more than like, I would say half a year, and obviously don't leave fuel inside the motor. You want to run the engine out so it self-leans out and, you know, consumes all the fuel. But, you know, when I was younger, I would put after run oil in constantly, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't done it in like years. And the overall results have been almost exactly the same. Modern fuel, the synthetic oils and lubricants they use, even like the Bones Brew fuel, is very good. I haven't had a problem even after about half a year when I go and try to spin the motor over, like with my hand, you know, through the flywheel. It's never seized. It never seized. So just in your best interest, something to be aware of. What do you guys think? Tell me in your comments if you like my, I would call this like the realistic approach to nitro engine maintenance. You know, I don't want to say you got to put it in like every day. You got to put in every day after every second of your run. No, it's not. Okay, so MD Fishman says he agrees. Someone's saying, is the Revo worth it? The answer is yes, bro. The Revo is always worth it. That's why I have 4. In reality, you know, the T-Maxx is also very good. Unless you really, really care about having a reverse, there's really no point in getting like a Revo. They're more money, they're heavier, they have dual steering servos. Eventually, you're going to have to get like the reverse elimination, forward only conversion. It's just going to happen. It's happened to everyone, and it's going to happen to you. Oh, we got Louis976. Hello from California. I guess California, that's okay. 2-speed baby. That's right. May the 2-speed be with you. Okay. Do I use braking? Okay, I can't read some of these other things. And I agree. Yeah, Martin Berger says, I never use after oil, and I agree what you say. Yeah, I mean, you should use it after like very long periods of time, but not like after every run, not even after every month. Just be very, very aware of getting dirt into, you know, basically you shouldn't get dirt into the motor. And guys, no matter how clean your nitros are, there's always going to be some form of dust or oil around the glow plug. You know, you're removing it, stuff is going out. There's going to be sand, usually, chances are, you know, people, not like you're going to run in like, you know, a vacuumed environment or something like that. It's not going to happen. In real life, you know, little pebbles from the ground will find their way into somewhere where the cooling head is or around the base of the air filter. And eventually it's going to go in there and boom, you're done. You're going to have loss of compression and you're done. So it's better to kind of think of it like logically like that. Someone saying, should I follow the Traxxas after run procedure? You know what? I'm honestly not really familiar exactly to the letter what after run procedure that is. But basically, you should never run your engine too hot. You know, like touch it or use an infrared thermometer to check it. You don't want to be like over 250 almost ever. It really comes down to a lot of trial and error. A lot of times people will ask me, you know, to do a video on like tuning. And if you noticed, I never did a single video on like giving advice on tuning. The reason is there's just so many variables that for me to tell you what to do, chances are it would be probably wrong based on your situation, or you just would not be able to follow it to the letter. And then you'd be like, well, man, this hybrid dude, this Nitrogang guru right here, man, he gave me bad advice. So that's kind of like something, you know, a lot of times people ask me to help them. I'll tune their motors for them because you really have to be there. The amount of variables in there are insane. You know, your carb settings, temperature, blah, blah, the fuel you're using. You know, for me to explain all that will be impossible. A lot of times, I'll tell you this, I'll just tell people to read the Traxxas manual. Just read the Traxxas Nitro manual, it'll be good. Okay, we're at 90 people watching. Okay, you know what? I haven't liked my own video, so I'm going to click like on my own video right here. Michael Neves, what's up, bro? What's up, Nitro Gang? What's going on? That's, by the way, guys, that is person from my previous videos with the Ford Focus RS. You know, he drives a 6-speed baby. We White Castle with him at night once in a while. He runs a T-Maxx with a Dynamite 19. Currently, right now, I have to break in his Nitro Rustler. So that's going to be a video coming up soon. Nitro Gang Mike here, that's right. And just run Nitro. Yeah, Paul Poetry says just run 60% Nitro. Haha, that's funny. The other day, like I was in this Facebook Nitro group and some guy was asking about what fuel you run for a Nitro boat. And the conversation came to you could run 66% Nitro. I've never heard of that. Maybe it's a thing. I don't know. I don't see the reason why a Nitro boat would need to run more Nitro content than a regular, you know, car. I just don't get it. But that's one of those things. I'm not an expert in boats, even though I have two Traxxas Nitro Vs, and they seem to run great on 25, 20, or 30% Nitro. I just can't imagine what would happen with 66, or what the point actually would be, in regards to that. Let me look at some of these other comments. AJ Madonna, because of your inspiration, I just restored my T-Maxx TRX Pro 15 from when I was a kid, man. That is awesome. I'm proud of you. Congratulations. AK Coleman, when are you going to go to the XTM Factor 2-speed? 224.7. So the XTM X Factor 2 is like a vintage solid axle monster truck that was actually a pretty great crawler. Unfortunately, they're so expensive now, and I don't know anybody that has one, to be honest with you, like in terms of like people that I know in real life. I know YouTubers who have one, but that's about it. So chances are I'll probably, unless someone tells me like, you know, work on it a little bit, I probably will never buy one because I don't really like to pay more for a used RC than I could pay for a brand new Nitro. It's kind of like a thing I'm not going to do it, guys. Just not going to do it. We got Tegrity RC. Yo, Nitrogang. What's up, man? By the way, everyone, Tegrity RC, he has a YouTube channel too, some pretty great videos. Go check him out. You know, cool guy. Watch his videos. He watches mine. It's kind of how it works around here. Yeah, Michael says, NWO, guys. That's right, NWO, baby. Nitro World Order. Not the Hulk Hogan version. This is Monday Night Nitro. Forget the TNT. TNT is dead, but the Nitrogang is here to stay forever. Okay. I bet you thought that will be over for the Nitros, did you? You know, I talked about this. I talked about the bike. I'm not going to get into a lot of details on the bike. I want you guys to know because, you know, this will be its own video. And plus, I kind of have to learn and study about it myself. This thing does run. But I have another little bit of a surprise. Let me pull it out here. All right, here we go. Many of you might have seen this on the channel like a while ago. I did a video on this where I posted it running, so it does run. This is a vintage HPI Savage clone. You guys know what this is? Tell me in the comments you ever seen anything like this. This is a Tower Hobbies Tower Terror. If you look at the chassis, you could tell it's a twin vertical plate design, very similar to the Savage, but it's a smaller 10th scale RC. A lot of very interesting things in this. You know, it's kind of like a bargain type of an RC. The tires alone, let's see. You see what's going on right here? There's no foam. So this is what's called pneumatic tires. There's just air. I don't know, like this was a thing years ago. Like a lot of RCs came with no foam in the tires. It seems to work just fine. I guess when it gets up to speed, it seems to be adequate. So this thing does run. Let me remove the body. I am having a bit of an issue with the carb. So I will do a video on this in the future. It's kind of hard to explain now, you know, what it is. Someone is saying, what size motor is that? So this is a 0.25, right? It's a 0.25 engine, original fuel tank. I still have some fuel in here, so before you tell me why you have fuel in your nitro tank, I have fuel, okay? I was doing testing off camera. I replaced the header here, and also did a couple of things with the exhaust gasket, you know, blah, blah, blah. Either way, the problem is the original carb. This is not the original carb. So this carb, I'll show you guys, is from this Kyosho KE25, no, GX21 engine. So somebody donated this block to me a while ago. Honestly forgot who, but I'm pretty sure they're watching this video from, I think, Florida. Yeah, so I used the carb from this motor inside here. The problem is, let me show you. This is the original carb that this Tower Hobbies came with. So if you look inside here, it's actually a hole. There is no needle right over here. It's pretty bad. I can't use this carb, and, you know, some would say, well, just get another carb. What's the big deal? Well, it turns out that this vintage style carb, like the carb neck itself, which is this, right? The part that goes into the crankshaft, the crankcase itself. It's 15 millimeters. Now, all modern engines, including, all modern engines, including this HPI Savage 25 motor, the carb neck is 14 millimeters. So what I'm saying is, none of my carbs work at all on this. It's pretty much a problem, you know, because the motor has tons of compression. Watch this, guys. I'm going to pull it a little bit here. Tons of compression. So the motor's healthy. The motor's good. A lot of times, like even old Nitros, you would think they look terrible. Oh man, the cooling head, it's scratch. It's crap, right? But the fact is, so many people don't know how to properly run Nitros that as soon as they have like one problem, they just like put them away. And that's it. The motor winds up getting seized, and the truck goes somewhere for sale on eBay. You know, I paid like $70 for this. I think a couple of years ago I've already had it. And only recently I started working on it myself. But I have a new 15 millimeter carb on order. I'm going to replace this one. This one has an air leak, unfortunately. But it does run. but there's an air leak. So that's the story with this Tower Hobbies. Let me read some of the comments about this. I'm honestly kind of, I like this truck. I don't know what it is. Like, I just like it. I remember when this thing was new, I always wanted it. These sold for about $2.99, and eventually they went on sale, but they were never really that popular. Let's see. Yeah, someone says, that's some nice compression. That's right, bro. All my motors have great compression. We got the online hobby guy. That's Helson from my videos. What's up, Nitro Gang? What's going on, man? What's going on? Okay, we got, I'm waiting for my first Nitro Slash to come. Very excited. Nitro Gang, that's right. I'm excited too, guys. I'm excited. Anytime anyone gets a new Nitro, it's kind of like a party, you know? Okay, let me put this to the side here, and we'll talk a little bit more about some other stuff. Okay, so move this here to the side. Steven Romano says, 2-speed baby. That's right. I like the sound of that, bro. I like the sound of that. Okay. What else? I'm gonna read a couple of questions. You guys have any questions? I'll answer. You know, let's make this happen. We're approaching like the 36-minute mark to the stream, and I still got stuff to do today. So, you know, can't be here forever. Monday Night Nitro only lasts so long. You know, then we gotta go off the air, just like the real show did, right over here. Okay. Mike says, where's the rustler? The rustler's here, man, but I can't get up to show it to people. But I'm literally looking like it's right in front of me, like behind the camera I'm using right now. Trust me, the rustler's here. Nitrogang not gonna forget about the rustler, bro. Martin Burgess says, good looking truck. I know, man, highly underrated. Like, almost nobody knew about these because Tower Hobbies did such a terrible job marketing stuff. But I used to always buy stuff from this brand in particular. Let's see. So Joshua H says, I just got a HPI Savage and I'm not sure why my nitro fuel will not get into the motor. I wonder why. Okay, so a lot of times, you know, even when you're priming, you notice your engine is still not getting fuel. So oftentimes, you know, you really need to like kind of remove the filter and hold the carbs closed with your finger and also the pipe. So you got to create some extra pressure and then prime. Half the time that will work when you close the carb with your hand and the pipe. If that doesn't work, I highly recommend cleaning out the carb. Basically, you could also just remove one of the fuel lines, open up full throttle on the carb, you know, with the engine off, obviously, because it's not running, and then blow through the fuel line. It'll clear out whatever's in there, but basically the goal is to make sure that fuel could even make it through. A lot of times, even, you know, when you run it out of fuel, there'll still be like a couple traces of like oils or whatever, and it gets gummed up on its own over time, and it seems like it's not priming correctly. That's because it's gummed up on the inside. So you basically just got to help it out a little bit. I've done this process many times. It's always worked. Let's see. Yeah, someone says, if priming doesn't help, your banjo screw could also be too tight. Yeah, basically, you know, you want to also unscrew the high-speed needle, put it back to factory settings. There's a lot of elements that could happen with, you know, if your motor is not getting fuel. What you could also do is just put like 5 or 6 drops directly into the carb, and the motor should start. Eventually, if it heats up enough, it might start drawing fuel on its own. I've also seen that happen, but that's like the extreme method, you know. Of course, it's going to run through the fuel, you just put it in, it's going to turn off on its own. Method of Madness says, have you started breaking in the new Savage yet? The answer is no. Because, once again, I have too many other projects right now. I can't do it. You know, I want to do it right. For me, honestly, I could do that stuff in a matter of like 2 hours. It's no big deal. But to get it all properly done on video, because, you know, a lot of times, a lot of beginners watch this kind of stuff on how to break stuff in. And I don't want to just do it like some users do that also say tumble wumble in videos, and then, you know, make it seem like you take a nitro out of the box, you start it, you jump it, and then boom, it's bad. It's automatically bad. That's just not reality for the Nitro Gang. Let me put it that way. Let's see. Texas Tissoy says, I've been a Nitro head for 30 years. Man, I am happy to have you here. Don't ever leave. Some of the comments, oh, by the way, guys, about new Nitro. So the other day, you know, like probably a week ago, I released a video and I gave you 5 suggestions for the new Nitro I should buy. And I know most of you have seen it. Oh, Malo 213, 2-speed baby, what's up? Okay, so for the new Nitro I should buy, my first option was the HPI Trophy Truggy 4.6, then the Red Cat S30, then the Hobbies Hyper MT, which is like a Savage clone, and then the USA 1, which is not even out yet, and I forgot what the 5th one is. It doesn't really matter, whatever. Guys, I'll tell you right now, put in the comments what you think I bought. I'm gonna read them off. Who thinks I got the HPI? I will say it was a fair toss-up. It was about even between the HPI and the Hobbies. You know, oh, Physic here. Yo, what's up, my guy? What's up, bro? What's going on? Yep, Tumble Wumble dude right here. Yep, Tumble Wumble did all of that. You know, takes nitros out, runs them hard, pretends that that's how it is. Then people, you know, come to my channel and be like, bro, I wrecked my whatever. So I can't be doing that, my guy. You know, if I wanted to just release like pointless RC videos, I would. But, you know, I'm jamming in a lot of things that I could say for dedicated videos into this one video. You know, so basically, this is kind of like one of those laws of diminishing returns. You know, if you release a trailer for a movie, you want people to not really know what happened. And meanwhile, I'm already here telling you guys what I bought for a video that I'm planning on making where I tell you what I have bought. So most of you already know, but either way, the process will be fun. I guarantee you when you watch why I bought it, how I bought it, and the price I got, you'll still be interested. Personally, I would. Let's see. Oh, Method of Madness says, I'm hoping the Hobbies. Well, my dude, sorry to disappoint you. The answer is a no. The Hobbies was not a purchase at all. Man, everyone loves that Hobbies. I'm surprised. I honestly don't know why. Like, I did my own research on it, and there's almost no information about them online. So that might be it. But, like, my worst fear is when I go drive it and someone asks me what that is. I do not want to say it's a Hobbies. I don't want to say that word. It just makes me laugh. I don't want to say it on video. I'm actually having a difficult time now saying it. Okay. Yep, Mike got it right. HPI, baby. We got the 8 scale Trophy Truggy 4.6. So recently, HPI raised the price on the Savage. Right? Like, I went to the website the other day, and you guys could do it. Go to the HRP distributor. That's a North American distributor for HPI here. And it seems like nitros have gone up about $80 and $90 across the board, including Team Losi. Nothing wrong with that. They're just how it is, you know. But, man, I had to jump on the Trophy Truggy because the price was still the same as it was, so it didn't go up. But you'll see that in the video as we get towards it. Probably, maybe this week or something like that. I'll see. Jesse Stewart, what's up, man? What's going on, bro? He goes, yeah, hit me up sometimes. My comments on my videos, man. Jesse Stewart, guys, he runs some awesome nitros as well, man. You guys should follow him. You know, I support, like, the small RC YouTubers. Like, personally, for me, I might have, you know, what is it? How many subs I got? Oh, yeah, right here. It says 32K subs. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to keep doing videos like this till the end. That's just what's going to happen. You know, we're never going to go fully commercialized because I'll never say I'll choose an Arma over a Nitro. It's just never going to happen. Okay. Someone's saying, what's the best place to hunt for 2-speeds? Is Offer Up still hot? Offer Up, man, I don't know. I haven't had any deals at all, like online, like recently, like at all. A lot of my content has been basically just my old nitros that I never did videos on. Or people have just been letting me work on stuff that they have, like this Ducati motorcycle right here. You know what, let me turn it around so you guys can get a good view of the other side. Okay. Well, whoa, driver figure falling off over here. Okay, so we'll get a view of this side too. Why not, right? The nice exhaust. Let's place this. So this is the original holder for it. Gotta get this in there. Am I doing it right? Oh, there's no space. That's why it's not. Okay. Gotta move this a little bit. Well, gotta stand up now. Okay, here we go. So that's the bike from this side. I want you all guys, I want all of you guys to get a good look. We're gonna do a sick video on this in the future, don't you worry. It's gonna go down. By the way, yeah. So the rider, right? I'm actually interested. to see if you can make the rider like sit backwards on the bike. So this rider really is non-functional just in terms of what it does. I have seen motorcycles, not Nitro ones, but where the rider's arms did actually seem to move with the steering, with the front fork, right? But this one, I don't think there's any link here with that directly, actually. So let's just put this guy back on. Okay, boom, there we go. Nitrogang. Okay. What else we got? Just Trash It Official. That's a nice bike. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. This is a fit scale. So once again, the man fit scales are killing it. These are super rare. It runs from the owner. Ben, he told me, you know, we needed a new receiver battery pack, which is no big deal. We could do that. Oh, by the way, check out the suspension. I'm going to move this upper portion here. Check out the way that the fork moves. Super cool, right? Like actually truly scale. The rear swing arm is just how it would be on a real motorcycle. And the front, I know I didn't show it, but I'll just show a little bit right now. The front has telescopic forks. So oil-filled aluminum forks. Well, it's hard to see because it's on a box right now, but trust me. The wheels, they're machined aluminum wheels. Yeah, this is not plastic. This is legit machined aluminum. The tire, watch this. I could squeeze the rubber tire. You know, super, super cool. I could literally squeeze it here with my fingers. Okay, let's go back to... Whoa, whoa. Oh, my little figurine here is falling. We don't want that to happen. Okay, here we go. Little figurine. Well, there we go. Let's go back to the video here that I'm watching. I'm following along with you guys on my computer right here. You could tell it's right in front of you. You know. Yeah. So RC Nitro Flux says Kyosho bikes have moving bike drivers. Yeah, some do. This one is not one of them. This is like a very early model, but mostly the bikes are electric. I know Durtrax had a very popular bike over 15 years ago. I actually almost bought it. I forgot what the name was, DRX or DXC, something with a D. I don't know, standing for like it was an off-road bike with like knobby tires in the back. This is one of the very rare like replica Ducati bikes. So it's actually a legitimate you know, brand in terms of replicating an actual production motorcycle. Let's see what else we got. We're at 100 watchers now, guys. I am happy, man. I am happy. For me, I just like sharing this kind of stuff with you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Let's see. Some other comments here. Someone, yeah, Jesse Stewart is saying the driver needs to be glued on. So my understanding was, I think the driver is supposed to have Velcro, like where the seat is. I think it's supposed to be Velcro because, you know, to do any maintenance, you technically have to remove this whole upper piece, which I guess you could do if you wanted to, but for our purposes, it really doesn't matter for now. Yeah, this is, yeah, someone saying no way fit scale. So yeah, this is for a motorcycle, this is fit scale. That's basically what it is. Generally, I've seen some 8th scale motorcycles, but those tend to be mostly toy grade. But I have seen them. Okay, what else we got going on? Everybody hit the thumbs up, Tegrity RC says. Yeah, man, thumbs up, do whatever you want. I'll be happy. If you don't, I'm still going to be making videos like this because of Nitrogang, guys. There's just no way around it. You know, let's see. Charlie Mentionton says, we need to have a Nitrogang meetup. So once in a while, you know, I'll tell like the people that I'm friends with, Nitrogang member Mike, some other people, Irfan, the guy gave me this bike right here for the video, Ben. We go to the local RC track, which is where I do most of my videos. It's fairly safe to run there, and it's not bad. It's convenient. Let's see. I know what you're saying, man. No way says. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure which part I'm talking about at this point now, but yeah, probably if I said it, it's probably true. You know, right? Personally, in my life, I like to believe as many true things as possible and as few non-verifiable things as possible. You know, through demonstration, so to say. I'm just gonna leave it at there. Jesse Stewart says, can you still get a Nitro RC bike? In North America, I'm not aware of any brands making a Nitro bike. There's actually a good amount of these on eBay, and most of them are like outside this country because this is a Thunder Tiger. And unfortunately, in America, Thunder Tiger just was not a popular brand. Their distribution was terrible here. And we had, I don't want to say like their brother brand, but team associated. is basically similar to Thunder Tiger in terms of models. I know some people here from the UK, you can confirm this. So the MT4, right? I think the Thunder Tiger MT4, one of those trucks, that's basically the MGT. Okay, that's what it is. But we just don't have the Thunder Tiger brand in America, so chances are no. JB says, so I'm a little late to Monday Night Nitro. Man, you know what? It's okay. You could watch this video later. Monday Night Nitro is not going to disappoint. We went over a whole bunch of crap. I have like carbs here on the table. We have different like engine brands over here. Old HPI motors, missing parts, like discontinued RCs, dual engine, twin pipes, Nitro motorcycles. It's basically going hard. I'll tell you right now, going hard. I made fun of this all-electric RC magazine recently just now, so, you know, this video has every element possible other than Hulk Hogan. We don't need Hulk Hogan, because the Nitrogang. We just need to run rich and loud. That's all there is to it, baby. Let's see. Man, I could spread my own propaganda, like, till the end of time. Yeah, so we got the online hobby guy. He goes, yeah, MT4A. Yes, it's the same thing. Okay, so it's confirmed. I was right. Yeah, I got the MT4 S28 Nitro RC Flux. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was actually thinking about you when I was saying it, but I wasn't trying to mumble, so I actually forgot to mention you. So someone is asking, where do you live? I want to come see you and check out the track. So I'm in Staten Island, New York. If you look it up, there's only one RC track. Like, it's basically in a place called Midland Beach. You know, anyone could go. I don't own it. I don't pay anything to go there. It's basically like an oval loop track by a parking lot. You know, like a giant parking lot. It's fairly convenient. So probably within the next couple weeks, you know, I'll make like a community post. You guys want to come, you know. I'm just like another guy running his RCs, you know. I'm not nothing special. Just because I got a whole bunch of vintage nitros doesn't make me any better or different than anybody else. Just a guy that wants to run some nitro, you know. Okay. Yeah, Mark says, is that Ducati Nitro? Yes, bro, it's a Nitro. Let me show you guys once again, for those of you that didn't see, just the Nitro motor itself. I showed it in the beginning, but I just want you to get a look at that cooling head. You see right here in the front, you could see the Nitro cooling head as I'm pointing to it, which is right next to the gas tank. So the starting mechanism on this bike, it uses a shaft drive, a shaft here. Basically like a rotor start. I don't want to call it rotor start because, you know, every brand has their own like specific name for the starting of you know, the motor, but it's in like new condition, you know. It needs a little bit of work, but that's no big deal. That's what I'm here for. Oh, got him. Whoa, having problems once again with the stand. Okay, that's no, it's crooked again. All right, that's fine. That's good. That's good. Okay. Just Trash It Official. I'm cleaning all my rigs right now. Man, good. Make sure you clean it. I use like a paintbrush sometimes to dust off like the sand. Guys, you use a nice paintbrush. I'm telling you, go to like hardware store, get that. Okay. Right, so we have a lot of other comments here, just basic stuff. Okay, guys, I mean, yeah, Ben Martinez right here says, awesome area to run RCs. He's going to be in a video with me coming up soon. Just, you know, for you that missed it, he's the one that gave me this motorcycle for the video. So, major shout out to him once again. I have a lot of cool videos coming up lately. I've been running the HPI Nitro Bullet. Another video on it is coming up. Honestly, that Nitro Bullet has become one of my favorite RCs because it's a very manageable size. It's super fuel efficient. They sell new for like $330 right now, guys. $330 with a $30 discount code. You gotta get it. A lot of people recently have been asking me what to buy. You know, HPI is one of those things, like if you run normally, part support is a little bit iffy right now. I'll be honest with you, but I generally don't wreck nothing. The only car I've wrecked recently was due to that x-maxx crash, was that T-Maxx. But other than that, I normally just drive by myself, you know, running rich loud, having fun, you know. And then the x-maxx comes and destroys you. That's just one of those things, you know. I told the guy to drive like as if he's, you know, normally driving. I didn't tell him, well, you know, I don't want to say that, but, you know, I don't think for like video purposes, I drive the same way I would normally drive even if there was no video recording. So don't think I was somehow abusing it like some people that yell tumble wumble do. No, I drive as I normally would, and I want you to know that whatever RCs I buy, I would normally buy them even if I wasn't making videos, even if I was not a YouTuber in that case. So everything that I do is basically what I would have done when I first got into this hobby if I had the skills, you know, that I do now, more or less. Yeah, Jesse Stewart, me and you, Hybrid, we will never let the flame die out. Yeah, okay, man, you're totally right, man. The Nitrogang out there, we're keeping this all alive. Yeah, we got Tumble Wumbles in the chat right here going on. Tumble Wumble, baby. Take a Nitro out of the box, take a gas RC out of the box, you know, jump it on the ramp, say it's bad. Boom, there you go. Okay, guys, so I think that's about it. I've talked a lot here. We're almost at an hour on this video. I might edit it later and repost it. I don't know. We'll see. You know, in terms of quality, I will tell you that tomorrow I should be getting some better Wi-Fi service in my house. Currently, my internet service pissed me off so much today that yeah, well, it pissed me off, okay? I didn't do nothing about it. It just pissed me off. I called up a new service provider and I switched. That's all that happened. We live in a modern world. You can't really do nothing about being angry sometimes, other than like work out or switch service providers. What do you want me to tell you? Got bad internet? Switch. That's what I did. Okay. Oh, someone's saying, Tanner Thurber saying you should make a Facebook group for the Nitrogang. Dude, I am already the admin of a Nitrogang group. So I actually made one. Called the Nitrogang. We have about like 270 members right now. You should join it. I should start putting a link to it in my video. So there is a group called Nitrogang. So what happened was I posted a video of my own in like the Nitro RC enthusiast group on Facebook, and like they took the video down and then they told me I'm not allowed to post my own videos. It was like an awesome Jado video or like some kind of other Nitro video. I don't understand what the big deal is with who posts what. Apparently they don't want like creators posting their own videos. What's the big deal? It's Nitro. It's not like I posted a video about how you properly toast a bagel, you know, because if I wanted to post a video about how you properly toast a bagel, I will take this Traxxas Fortec over here, you know, butter it up and put a lipo that's on fire right on the roof. That will be a properly toasted bagel, baby. But yeah, so they pissed me off so much, I just made my own damn video. Let's see. Anyone in the comments saw that post, like where they deleted it? I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. It doesn't really matter. Okay, guys, that's about it. I'm going to sign off in a little bit now, and that's it. I'm going to work on fixing the T-Maxx. We're going to do some other stuff. And Nitrogang is going to go on forever. Thanks so much for tuning in to the first ever Monday Night Nitro. Hulk Hogan couldn't make it today, but the Nitrogang, we were all here. See you later, guys. I'll stay in the comments a little bit and talk to you after I sign.